So welcome everybody. Lovely to see you all on this beautiful sunny morning. So we're still working on Step Away from the Chaos, which was my theme up until Christmas. So we're entering that thing that we do every year gently. Okay. So remember that what that means is that our nervous system, in the majority of people who live in the Western world and increasingly people who live in the Eastern world, our nervous systems are in fight and flight most of the time, which is very unhealthy. Our bodies are not designed to be like that. They didn't evolve to be like that. But our modern life, which doesn't allow us to do nothing without feeling guilty, because we're told to be successful and do this and do more. And so switching off the fight and flight system is really vital for our long-term health, particularly our organs, because it damages our vagus nerve. So this Sunday, I'm going to focus on the kidney meridian. So, I mean, we'll work all the meridians anyway, because you do when you work into yoga, but we're going to work with the kidney meridian. So the kidney meridian starts here in the sole of the foot. It comes all the way up the leg to the pubic bone, through the pubic bone to the kidneys, and then it comes up through the midline to this area here. Okay, so we're going to do lots of work on this inner area. So before we lie down and start work on the leg itself, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And I want you to take your thumbs and put them onto the arch area and rub. Okay. Rub quite hard. And then we're going to use the extended exhale throughout class, as we regularly do anyway, because it is probably the best breath for the nervous system. There's been a lot of research into it. So I want you to bring your thumb to where the heel is, press it in, and then on the exhale, so I'll give you the count, you're going to press towards the ball of the foot. Okay, so breathe in for 4. And then press the thumb as you breathe out for 6 or more and bring it towards the K1 point, which is there, the K1 point.
Are you moving it down?
Yes, so we're sliding the thumb down. Breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 6 or more and just slide the thumb. And again, breathe in. And just keep going. Just work with the eyes closed if you're able to. Relax the jaw. Lovely. And then just come towards the big toe. Just massaging now up to there. And then along the side of the foot, sometimes this can get quite tender. Lovely. And release. Okay, so make sure you've got your belts handy. We're going to lie down now. And we're going to start with the soles of the feet together, so still using that same position. Come all the way down to the floor. Let the hands rest on the belly. Breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 6 or more. As you exhale, just allow yourself a sense of surrender and follow the exhalation as if it's pouring down the inner edge of the legs towards the soles of the feet. Lovely. Let the knees come back towards you. Bring the knees up, hands to the knees, and then circle the knees in opposite directions. It's nice and slowly with the breath. So go as wide as you can with the knees, so it helps to massage the sacrum, the gluteal area. Lovely. Change directions. Lovely. Now bring the knees together and hold the shins. So we're going to do coils slightly differently. So we're going to keep the knees closed in so we can squeeze the kidney line that runs right up the middle of the body. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift into coil, squeeze. Inhale to lower. And again, nice long exhalation. Notice the pause at the end of the exhale. Lovely. And release. Keep the hands interlaced. Release the feet down. And bring the interlaced hands behind the head. And just have the thumbs so that the thumbs are pointing down either side of the neck, sort of supporting the neck. So the hands are essentially where the start of the vagus nerve is. It's stretch the legs out. So we're going to do a dynamic twist with a sound. And we're using the sound to stimulate the vagus nerve. So as you inhale, let the right knee come towards you. And as you exhale, let it sink over to the left with a inhale back towards you. Exhale, lower the leg. Inhale, left knee towards you. Let it go over with a to the right. Good. Inhale back towards you. Exhale, lower, and keep going. So just using the sound on the twist to stimulate the vagal tone. And just take your time with that exhale so that you can get the leg as far over as possible. Just really following that sound from the vocal cords down through the body. So we know that sighing is one of the body's ways of releasing stress from our system. So I like to encourage it. So the whole movement that we're doing helps to stimulate vagal tone. So you're feeling that movement as a twist throughout the core of the body. Good, and release. Bring both knees back towards you again. Keep them nice and close. Interlace the hands on the shin so that you squeeze the knees in. Take a breath in. Nice long exhalation, head to knee. And again. Lovely. Now keep the knees where they are. Have the hands at the side of the body. So we're just going to work with warming the hamstrings first. Inhale, sweep the arms over and the legs up. Draw the toes towards you. Exhale, lower the hands, let the knees bend. Pay attention to the breath. Inhaling, sweep the arms over, hold the breath in slightly, and then exhale. Hold the breath out slightly. So really focus the mind on the breath. Let yourself be supported by the pauses. We spend so much time just breathing in and breathing out very quickly. Just allow the pauses to happen. Notice the tendency to rush. Lovely, and release. Let's take the belt now and take the belt to the ball of the right leg. So we'll continue to work with the extended exhale. I want you to check in on the jaw though. Is it relaxed? Breathe in for a count of 4. And breathe out for 6 or more. So you might find that it's easy to double the count out to 8, just whatever feels right for you. But keep that inhale at 4. Exhale much slower. Good, now I want you to let the left knee roll out to the side. So you're already stimulating the inner meridian on that side. Just let the knee roll out to the side. And then hold the belt with the right hand, quite close up. If you need to bend the knee as we come over, do so. But we're going to focus on this inner meridian line that runs up to the pubic bone. Take the leg out to the right. Good, now breathe in for 4. And breathe out for 6 or more, really slowly. And imagine the breath is pouring out along the inner right edge of the leg towards the sole of the foot where we were pressing it earlier. Lengthening the exhale. Check the jaws relaxed. See if you can go a little bit deeper over and a little bit higher up, so the toes are in line with the, or moving towards the shoulder line. Good. Now bring the leg back to center and place the sole of the left foot firmly on the floor with the knee bent. Take the belt off the leg. So we're going to stimulate using a strength exercise now. So push the heel up, arms out to the side. Exhale over towards the shoulder line, onto the right side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, leg out. So you're controlling the movement, keeping the leg really active, pushing out through the heel. Feel the effort in the tummy muscles as well as that energy line runs up through the pubic bone toward the kidneys. So the kidney, right side kidney in the back, a little bit higher up than the pelvis, with the adrenal gland sitting on top. Good, keep the leg extended. Push the left leg away now. Bend the right knee and bring the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee. And come across into a deep twist now. Try and keep the knee as high up towards your left underarm as you can. And again, use the extended exhale. Breathe in for 4. Notice the breath in is a bit more restricted because of where the lungs are now. Exhale, imagine drawing the navel back into the body. So as you squeeze the visceral organs, they move backwards towards the kidneys, giving them a nice massage. And that long exhalation allows us to exist in relaxation response. Good, come back to center. Bring both knees towards you again. Hold nice and close. Take a breath in. And squeeze. Inhale to lower. Exhale to squeeze. Focus on really squeezing the belly. Last one. Lovely. Place the right foot down. And let's bring the belt to the ball of the right foot. And again, dropping into the extended exhale, checking the jaw is relaxed. Breathe in for 4, out for 6 or more. Notice there may be a distinct difference on the legs. We're very asymmetrical. Let the right knee roll outwards, so you've got a nice opening into the line of the kidney meridian, and then slowly extend the left leg out to the side. So hold the belt in the left hand. So make sure the belt's in the left hand and the right hand is out to the side, supporting the shoulder line. And as you exhale, again, imagine the flow of energy traveling on the exhalation out along the inner left leg. So the energy follows the thought. We know this is accurate scientifically. And we're allowing the energy to flow with our awareness along the inner left leg. Lovely, let the leg come back to center and let the right foot be firm on the floor. Bring the belt off the leg, arms out to the side, and then the strengthening movement. Exhale, let the leg go out to the side, bring it back to center. Make sure that the heel is pushing away, toes are drawing towards the face. Back to center. Push the right heel away from you, bend the left knee. Right hand to the outer edge of the left knee and come across into a deep twist. Try and bring the knee nice and high. Turn the gaze to the left. Breathing in for 4 and allowing yourself to sink into the exhalation for 6 or more. Nice deep squeeze into the visceral organs and back into the left kidney. Lovely, come back to center. This time we're going to separate the knees quite wide. Exhale into coil. Inhale, lower the feet, sweep the arms over. And as you exhale, push up into bridge. Hold bridge. I want you to deep abdominal breath. As you inhale, feel the belly lifting upwards towards the sky. And as you exhale, actively draw the navel in towards the spine. So there's an active squeeze of the breath out. Lovely, slowly come back down. Let's bring the knees towards us again and rock from side to side this time. I want you to roll all the way to the right and all the way to the left. Pay attention to the breath. Let it guide the movement. Good, and then come all the way round. Up into cat. So let's do cat and cow. So the kidneys are about here. They're actually quite big, the kidneys, and they do look just like a kidney bean. And on top of them, there's a little pyramid shape, which is the adrenal glands. Okay. So inhale, lift the gaze. Good. Now exhale, draw the navel in. Hold the breath out, really squeeze the belly. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Being aware of the squeeze into the kidneys, but also all the way up the front line towards the throat. Good. Now we're going to use tiger with a focus on the back bend and the forward fold, as if we're pulsating the kidney. So inhale, take the leg back as far as you can. Exhale, squeeze it in as far as you can. Good. Now, next exhale, we're going to step the legs through. Hands either side. Use the bricks if you need more height. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, stretch out the leg. Good. Now we're going to, from here, turn to your left. And then we're going to stretch out the leg so that the toes are drawing towards your other knee and the outer edge of the foot is pressing to the floor. So you've got your left knee on the floor and then come up. So we're doing what's called gate pose. So your torso should be facing over to the left. Right hand on the thigh. Look at the right toes. Draw them towards you. So they're rolling in and the outer edge of the foot is on the floor. And then raise the left arm. Good. Now reach up even higher. Feel the stretch through the body. Nice deep abdominal breath. And then we're going to go over to the right. So it might only be a tiny movement. For the breath moving into the left side of the rib cage. Press the outer edge of the right foot into the floor as much as you can, not the inner edge, the outer edge. Good, release. Bring the hands down in front of you. And now press the inner edge of the foot. So you're pushing the foot away and lower as far as you can. So we're stimulating this part of the leg. So if it's too much on the knee, then keep the body upright and lower forwards instead. So we're after a strong stretch from the groin on the right side inwards. Nice long breath out. Lovely. And then come up. And then we're going to turn back to the front of the mat, front knee bent. Step the leg back into swan. Now really breathe into the belly. So as the stomach's against the thighs, you can use that pressure to massage backwards toward the kidneys. Good. Inhale, come back up into cat. So do the same sequence now to the left. So we started with tiger. Inhale, left leg back, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze the other way. Good. Squeeze and step the leg through. Hands either side. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale. Good. Now turn to your right. So the right knee is bent, and then we straighten the left leg out. Look at the toes, make sure they're rolling in towards you. And you're pressing the outer edge of that foot towards the floor. And come up. And then just check where the knee is here. So the knee needs to be directly under the hip. So just reposition yourself. Left hand on the thigh, rolling up. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And as you exhale, slide over. Breathe deep into the right side of the body. Just let the breath do the magic inside. Good. Release the hands, bring them in front of you, and then push the leg away. So you're, however you get that stretch, because our hips are all set very differently. So I want you to feel a stretch. So for me, this side feels completely different to the other side, and I need to hold it differently. Lovely. Come back up, turn to your left, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. We're going to come all the way down now. So we're thinking about the line of the kidney that comes from here now, all the way up to the thyroid. And I want you to bring your hands there. So the fingers are on the pubic bone. And we're going to raise the right leg and lower. Left leg and lower. And keep going. Good. Now, if you can manage both together, do both. If it's too much for the back, do single leg lifts instead. So aiming to lift the whole leg, not just a bend at the knee. So if that's too much, then do the single lift. Good. And release. Release your hands. Now bring your hands so the elbows are directly under the shoulders. So now we're working this area here. Press down through the palms of the hands and imagine pulling the spine forwards and up. Lift the gaze, deep abdominal breath. I want you to feel the belly pushing into the floor. Adding in a little bit more to the lower back. If you want to, bend the knees. Just changes the back bend slightly. Nice long exhalation. Good, and release. Push up and back. Stack the hands, one potato, two potato, and put your forehead on the uppermost fist. Breathe into the belly. Feel the breath massaging the lower back. Bring the bottom as far back into the heels as you can. Good. Bring the hands back into the swan position, straight out in front of you. Inhale, come up into cat. Tuck the toes. Exhale into down dog. Good. Gently heel out the feet. Head relaxed. Spread the fingers nice and wide so that the hands are getting exercised as well. Good. Let's walk our hands towards our feet. Bring the hands to the shin so that the heel of the hand is just below the knee. So we're focusing on this lower back region again now where the kidneys lie. Inhale, lift the gaze to the horizon. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to come all the way up now. Inhale. Push the palms to the ceiling. Draw the tummy muscles in. And squeeze. If it feels too much for the back, hands to the head or hands to the shoulders. Good, back to center, hands into the lower back so that the thumbs are facing backwards. So kidney area, okay. And we're going to do gardener's stretch, squeeze the elbows, go back. Good, inhale, come all the way up. Hands to the belly, so the opposite side. Exhale, fold forwards with the knees bent, so you're getting some pressure on the visceral area. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up again. Exhale down through the midline. So I want you to take one brick. You don't necessarily need it. Depends on your flexibility. So we're going to work on this midline. So step forwards with the right leg and bring the brick to the inside. And then we'll work with lengthening the stretch if it suits your body. Bring your right hand to the brick. And we're going to pull our bow here. So inhale, squeeze the elbow up. And rotate back as far as you can. And you should be able to feel a stretch on the inner leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Squeeze. Good, and again. If you want something a little bit more challenging, then you lower the brick. Or maybe don't use a brick if you don't need one. We're going to hold this stretch now. Squeeze the elbow up, and if you've got no problems in the shoulder, extend the arm. Good, releasing. Bring the hands either side of the front leg into a lunge. Slide that left leg further back. Nice long exhalation. Good, step back into down dog. Good. Walk the hands back towards the feet again. Place the hands just below the knee. Inhale, lift the gaze, squeeze the lower back. Exhale. Also, as you lift the gaze, we're squeezing the back of the neck, so we're strengthening it, but we're also stimulating the vagal tone. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Push the palms up. Nice big stretch. Exhale. Good. Release. Take the brick. So we're going to do the same movement to the left. So left leg forwards, right leg back. So try to aim with the legs straight. So some of you might find you need a shorter stance to do legs straight. Some of you might want a longer stance. Left hand on the brick. So the brick's on the inside of the foot. Start with just the squeeze. Inhale, squeeze up through the elbow so that you're rotating the body up with the elbow, and that will increase the stretch. Inhale, squeeze, as if you're bringing the ribs up to the sky. Good, and then we're going to squeeze and hold. Maybe extend the top arm if it suits your body. Good, releasing, bring the hands back down. Step back into down dog. Heel out the feet. Good, now let's come down. Knees down first, lower the whole body. Pubic bone down so you get that massage. Feel it come all the way up as you lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale to lower. Just go to a height that suits your back. Keep the focus on the kidneys as you come up. Last one. Good, now push back into swan once more. Bottom towards the heels. Lovely, and roll all the way back up. Bring the legs round. So some of you might need belts to hold the front leg, some of you might not. So we're going to bend the right leg and let the knee fall out. So if this doesn't suit your knee or hip, then you can do the process with the leg out like that instead. Or you can bring you can do that. That can really help support the movement. So we're going to go sideways first. So again, lots of squeezing here, and you'll feel how we get very restricted here in this area. So you're going to turn to your right so that your navel comes in line with the knee, the right knee. Good, now pull the left toes back. So the left toe is active, and make sure that your glutes are on the floor. So you're not rolling around and lifting the bottom. That's it. Okay, nice deep breath in, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, I want you to just slide over to the side. So hands on the side of the leg. So you're moving towards the front leg. So you're coming over to your front leg, sideways. So don't come forwards, that's the next movement. So sideways, sometimes for some people, is a really small movement. You might be much more upright and coming to about here. Extend the right arm up. Right arm. Now bring it behind your head. Now imagine you're going to push that elbow back. So you've got your left hand coming round the body to the right thigh. Good, now go over a little bit more. Notice, so we're bringing the elbow up and over. So we're accessing a stretch here in the side of the body on the right side. Notice how restricted we can be there. Just breathe into it. Notice where the body resists the movement and take the breath to it. Good, come back up nice and slowly. Now turn the torso to the straight leg. And this is where some of you might want to use a belt instead. Hands either side if you're not using a belt. Breath in. Good. And as you exhale, try and get as much movement as you can from the pelvis area, from the hips. And again, forward folding for some people is quite a restrictive movement. And that's just the way that the body's built. And for some people, it's easier. So don't compare yourself to others. Just go with what's going on in your body. Deep breath in again, lengthen the spine. Good. And as you exhale, lengthen that exhalation. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Let the head relax, relax the jaw. Keep the nice long exhalation going. Good. Slowly come back up. Lovely. And then just take a twist to the right. Good. And release. So let's go the other way. So this time we bend the left knee and let the knee roll out. To wonder what side I was on then. Okay, so check the sit bones are anchored and pad up the knee if you need to, and that the right toes are pulling towards you. Then turn your whole body towards the bent knee. Good. Right hand comes to the outer edge of the thigh, or just here, or here, wherever you can hold slightly in front of the body. Inhale, lengthen up first. And as you exhale, bring yourself over sideways. So try and keep the chest forwards. And then we're going to bring the arm in. So you notice the restriction in the back. Bring the left arm up. Bring the hand behind the head. Good. Now notice where the body's going, oh yeah, oh yeah. And breathe towards it. So you can feel the action of the diaphragm when you do a deep belly breath, pushing downwards, and then you can feel it opening into the side ribs. Come all the way back up. Turn the torso to the straight leg. Use a belt if you need to. Breathe in. Exhale slowly. Bring yourself forwards. So sometimes forwards is just a couple of millimeters from vertical for some people, and that's perfect for you. Good. Come all the way back up. Turn to your left, just a gentle twist. Hopefully come back to center and bring both feet together, how we started. This time we're going to bring the hands behind us. And depending on the length of your torso, you might need to be on your fingertips. So we're going to lift the breastbone, take the gaze back. Be careful with the neck. If your neck is tender, then don't take the gaze back, just lift the breastbone. Good. Carefully lift the head if you chose to take it back. Now bring your hands on the inside of the legs. Measure this distance so that the heel is arm's distance away. And then you bring the hands through and round. Lovely. Slowly come back up. Pop on any layers that you need. And then we're going to do the decoupling exercise as relaxation. So remember, this can be done standing, sitting, but we're going to do it lying down. So nice and warm. And then you can either work with the knees bent or the legs straight, entirely up to you once you've laid down. So decoupling lying down. For most of you, you can do it sitting if you wish to, but let's do it lying down if you want to today. So once you're down, I want you to take a deep breath in. Have a sigh out. So this is an exercise that can be done in the morning, when you wake up, just before you get out of bed. Sometimes we wake up feeling a little bit anxious, and also last thing at night. So bring your left hand to rest directly on the center of the chest, the Anahata chakra. So left hand on the chest. Right hand is on the floor with the fingers facing down. Take a deep breath in. Good. Now just exhale your awareness down the right arm and imagine that the fingers are becoming roots that are going down into the earth, through the soil, till it meets the boulders and the rocks, and then finally into the bedrock, through the bedrock, and then it finds a crystal clear stream of water. And this water energy represents purity. So our body is 70 to 80% water. Each time we breathe in and breathe out, that water moves slightly, especially around our brain. The amniotic, not the amniotic, the cerebral fluid and the spinal fluid. Just having a sense of the exhaled breath, allowing you to let go, letting go of any physical, emotional, mental tension. Just let it go. And then let your awareness rest on the left hand that's covering the heart space. And see if you can sense the heartbeat. Can you feel your heartbeat? Breathe in for 4 and out for 6 or more. Be aware of the pulse of the heart, like a metronome for the breathing rhythm. And then bring your right hand to rest on the second chakra. So just above your pubic bone and below the belly button, right hand. So the second chakra is the energy system that links into our kidneys and adrenal area, the fight and flight response. So as you exhale, I want you to mentally say to your second chakra, it's safe for you to relax. So giving the body permission to relax. In for 4 with the breath, out for 6 or more with your attention flowing down the right arm to the hand that's resting on the second chakra. And feel that sense of surrender. Keep the mind focused on the breath, lengthening. Make sure that the right hand is on the second chakra. Just allowing that sense of total surrender. Be aware of the presence at the heart space, observing this experience. Sometimes it's called the witness, the divine self, particle of infinity, soul. Notice there is something observing the experience of the body as the body listens to my instructions. There's something observing it. So we have a body, but we're not just the body. I am the one that is aware of the body. Say that mentally to yourself. I have a body, but I am not just this body. I am the one that is aware of the body. I have emotions, but I'm not just the emotions. I am the one that is aware of the emotions. I have thoughts, but I'm not just the thoughts. I am the one that is aware of the thoughts. And we all tremble, we all know fear. But turn to the one life pervading the universe, whose name dispels fear. Find that name resonating in your heart. Luminosity permeates the universe. And the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listen to the inner sound continually and become lovers with the secret one. Just allowing your exhalation to recalibrate your nervous system. Allowing yourself to be supported by stillness. And when you're ready on the next inhalation, sweep the arms overhead and bring them back with a sigh towards the side of the body. Roll over to one side and just very slowly bring yourself to upright. Notice the tendency to want to just push yourself up really quickly. Just come slowly up to upright. Give yourself a hug if you want one. And let the hands come to the heart space. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, trace that line down through the midline, through the third eye, through the throat chakra, into the heart space. And namaste. Thank you for joining me.